Good morning. God woke us up. Thank God for allowing us to wake up and see another day, giving us our limbs and mobility to move around despite all that is going on around us. I titled this Growing, Learning, and Healing as I'm beginning a new series of the process. I'm just bringing me to you so we can kind of get to know each other a little better and to understand a little bit about my process and my journey of how I got here and what's going on while I'm here. How about that? Let me turn the air on for the
I was the one, needed someone, wasn't that it will be you? To the side, but I'm on your mind, and I know what you're feeling. What you feel, I'm gonna take it for a ride. Let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's the season. I guess you're kind of making me take your night, but taking it's all about you, cause I let you show, don't let you in on my life. I tell you the things you need to know. I know you like that. I know you need that. The way you're moving your body, don't need your feedback. I know it makes sense. Don't know I play pretend. I get that season shit.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world today. I am Tia Rogers, the Take Care of Your Health, Save, Invest, and Grow Your Startup Business Mentor. So, happy, grateful Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We're making it through the week, and we have just a couple of more days before we'll be celebrating the holidays with our families and getting together. And we're continuing this series, right? As we look at this math equation that we have to our life business, right? Because your life is serious business and only you can live it. Nobody else can do it for you. Let me do this again. I'm playing all around. Gotta love the technology. As you're learning it all, right? So, good morning again. Like I said, I'm Tia Rogers. I'm the Take Care. I'm the Save. I'm the Take Care of Your Health, Save, Invest, and Grow Your Money Startup Business Mentor. And today we're going to be dwelling into the equation of -0. I don't know, can you guys see this? I don't know. I'm always trying to put it in a way that you can see it. I know if I can't see it, 9 of us can, you probably can't see it either. But it's okay. We're gonna get it together. Anyway, happy Thursday. Grateful to be alive this morning. Grateful to be here in a number. Are you grateful to be here this morning? I hope you are. Okay. So we are going to dwell a little bit more deeper into this equation. And I shared with you all yesterday how this equation right here is what I symbolize to focus on as far as building life, dreams, visions, aspirations, just handling my everyday life business because life be life and we be living. So might as well figure out how to stick and move, whatever it is you got to do, but I like stick and move better. I like stick and move and get out of there, right? So, yesterday we talked about what these equations represented, right? So I'm just going to revamp that before we get into the meat and potatoes of it all. So the -0 represents in our lives the process of shedding any negativity in our lives, right? 1 represents our fresh start and the commitment to our fresh start because we're going to keep the commitment to ourselves. Because if we lie to ourselves, Lord Jesus, help us, because that's not good. We don't want to sell ourselves a dream. We want to live in full-fledged reality, whether we like it or not, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I don't know, I just felt like I needed a little space and get a little cramped in here. So one represents the fresh start commitment. Then we have the, can you see that? Let me see. Because I'm talking, but I want you to be able to see what I'm talking about. So the square root of 5 is representing the complexity of life, because we know life be life. And life don't be caring what we got going on or what we think we're going to be doing, because life going to do what life's going to do. And then that the dividing by 2 represents the balance and alignment in our lives towards our visions, our goals, our aspirations, our morals, our values, our ethics, the principles in which we operate from. So let me ask you a question. What skills do you have? Do you got some skills? We all have something, right? We all have skills. We done gone to school. We acquired degrees. We have accomplished quite some pretty good things. And if you have not accomplished a degree, that's okay. You accomplished something. You have skills in something. What are the skills that you have? That's where you want to start. You want to start with the skills that you have as the building foundation to your life business. You utilize those skills probably every day and don't even think about it. You probably don't even think of them as skills, right? So when you're starting out in business, you start out with numero uno, you, the big kahuna. You are the boss. You are the captain of the ship. You're driving the boat. You're driving the ship. Whatever it is you want to, whatever your vision is it a ship, a boat, an airplane, the island? What is it? What is that you take ownership of and say, this is mine, as if you pioneered it like Christopher Columbus. That's the only thing I can think of for right now. So probably a bad analogy, but anyhow, when you're first starting out, you start out with just you and your partners. You have no team. You have the organization. You have the organization and their system and their styles and the leaders to follow and path and to start creating a path on. But what is your organization that you're creating, that you're building alongside of the organization that you have decided to partner with, to take advantage of the opportunity, to take advantage of the earning potential? What is your organization theme? What's it going to be? So most times when we start, we have none of that. We don't know. We just want to make some money, right? We just want to get the bread and keep it moving. Let's get the bread and the butter. Bread and the butter, baby. So we can kind of keep it moving, right? But we need skills. We need organization. We need a team to scale, to grow, to enhance our business, expand it, right? But how do we do that when we are struggling with who we are as an individual, where we are in our life, whether we're happy or not happy? How do we begin to build a new entity outside of ourselves that includes ourselves? Does that make sense? I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. It makes sense to me. Because when you take advantage of an opportunity to earn income and or opportunity to invest in yourself, to build something that can lead to, if you build it right, that can lead you to long-lasting legacy that can possibly live and outlive you. Okay, so that's what we're going for here. And sometimes that legacy piece can be very difficult to establish, lay the groundwork for, lay the foundation for, because it really matters who your team mates are, who your team players are. Are all your team players enthused about the vision? Have you shared your vision with them? Have you told them about what it is that you want to do and the importance of it and how it can not just impact your life, but also impact their life as well? And in sharing your vision, you allow them an opportunity to at least begin to start thinking about it. Whenever you ever want to start something new, and if you want to bring your peeps along, your peeps, your family, your friends, because friends get together, they start adventures in life. Married couples get together, they start adventures to establish something sustainable for their family and their life. Single people do the same thing for their life. They establish something that, kind of keeps the glue, to keep it all together. So, and to keep it going for years at a time so we can worry less and enjoy life more, because this is all about building a life and lifestyle that you can do from anywhere. And it doesn't take away your freedom of moving about the way that you wish to move about. Um, there's a lot of hard work in the beginning before you get to the freedom part. So don't everybody start packing their bags ready to go. Because we're going nowhere right now. We are stationary right here to get, because we have to get the materials that we need in order to start building the life that we wish to create for ourselves. And how do we do that, right? We need skills. We need a business model and we need a system to do it. So how do we go about it, obtaining it, right? When you talk about building a life business that can sustain you and possibly earn you an income that could, it could earn you an income that if you invest wisely and manage it and allocate your funds in a proper way, that it can really set you up for life and to where you can live the life that you want to live, travel where you want to travel, when you want to travel, do what you want to do, however you want to do it. If you wanted to go pick your kids up from school and go have lunch with them in the afternoons, or treat their classroom to something or get involved in school activities. I was a PTA mom, president of PTA, for several years, from middle school to high school with my children. So there's a lot of activities that you get involved in. There's a lot of different funds that you end up spending for different activities depending upon what your children were in. So you need a plan for that. And starting out is just you. And if it's just you got to make sure that you are preparing yourself for the journey, because this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not this is not a get rich quick scheme overnight. Nothing happens overnight. I'm sorry. That wasn't my life story. My life story is a journey. My life says that I got to take the long way. There is no shortcut. You got to do the long way and do what you got to do to get to where you're going. So how does that apply to the equation, right? So let's delve a little deeper into the equation. -0 equaling 1 plus the square root of 5 divided by 2. And its application to life, health, wealth building principles, morals, values, ethics, your life vision, and the impact of various factors, including debt, poor money management, lack of investments, and the importance of proper nutrients. Because your health really is your wealth, guys. It really, really is. I can't stress that enough, the importance of the proper rest, proper diet, getting the proper nutrients to help you should your proper diet not be helping you in certain areas. And for those of us that suffer from depression, I suffer from mild depression. My doctor subscribed me vitamin D, and it just made a difference in my life. It makes a difference if I take it every day. If I miss a day or try to get it scattered around, guess who's going to be scattered all around? Me. And I don't want to be scattered all around. I want to be centered. I want to be focused on what it is that I'm doing. I don't want to be wandering. So I do the things that I need to do to take care of my health. And I want you to do the same thing. Going for your annual physical does not hurt. It helps because at least now you know all systems are a go. Or if all systems aren't a go, all systems are a go, but there's a few things you gotta pay attention to so that your system can continue to run. So we're looking at -0, and the step represents the critical need to eliminate not only negativity in one's life, but also financial burdens like that. It's about shedding any detrimental influences that hinder your path to a healthier, wealthier life aligned with your values and ethics, right? So if we're eliminating only negativity in one's life, but also looking at our financial burdens, because in life, things happen. We go through financial hardships. We lose jobs. We gain jobs. We have to stop at taking care of work and possibly go on FMLA or FMLA to take care of a loved one. I'm glad they incorporated the maternity leave now, so dads can get a taste of staying home and taking care of that fresh, spanking brand new baby. So there's some things that goes into place when you're doing that. You know that when you go out on FMLA, there's a time you put your paper, especially if you don't put your paperwork in on time. Make sure you fill out your paperwork in enough time before you're getting ready to go out so that all your things will be in a row. There is still a delay in the payment process, but at least you know you've done all your part to get it all together. Now, life is going to happen on life terms. Things happen, the roof could leak, the car engine could go, in my case, your child could be murdered, and you have to deal with that, or you get new grandbabies, or maybe a child or a loved one moves away. All these different things, right, that can kind of impact our financial life. And it could be detrimental to our path to a healthier, wealthier life. If it's not in alignment, if we don't know how to say no, if we don't know how to stick to our budget, if we don't know how to allocate our funds in a way where we can still take care of home and still help other people. Sometimes I've been there. Anybody been there where you give up your last to someone? Most times it's our children. Give up our last, right? To help them do what they need to do, and then we're left without, but we always find a way. I'm a firm believer that no matter what situation occurs, there's always a way to work through it, to get through it, okay? To get to better. So that's what -0 is representing in our session today. So if you have something in place to help you monitor your budget, to keep track, most of us use a notebook. Look here, put my notebook up. Most of us use a notebook, right? I have a girlfriend named Tanya. She does her budget religiously in a notebook. She has 50,000 of them. And that's how she keeps track of her expenses, what goes out, what comes in, and all that. And she was even, we worked together, and then she left work to open up a daycare. So she was a business owner. And so keeping up with everything, keeping up with all the children's information, parents' payments, her stuff going on, and then we all have parents. So you never know when that goes on, but you get the picture, right? You get the gist of the -0 and the importance of eliminating the negative things that can impact your life. And financial burdens like that is something that brings about shame, fear, doubt, and we tell ourselves that we don't have it, we don't have enough. But if you really look You really do. But that is a whole nother course in itself. Finances and budgeting. So, but these are things that I want you to be aware of, because as you're building your life business, and should you take advantage of any opportunity and or any opportunity to become your own entity as a business, or join an opportunity that will allow you to earn extra income, these are things you have to think about, because you have to weigh in all the costs and make sure that that you have enough to allocate for everything that you need to take care of. So that's why I encourage everyone to please stay employed at your investment company, because that's what I used to call my job. They were my investors. I would go to work for them and they would pay me, and that paycheck invested in my future. So I'm grateful. So if you look at your job as an investment company, you might go to work a little bit more happier. I'm just saying, it helps. Tricking the brain sometimes helps with these things. So looking at negative zero, and we told you how it attached to the financial burdens like debt, and it's about shedding any detrimental influences that hinder your path to a healthier, wealthier life, aligned with your values and ethics. Because we're always going to go back to what it is that you value, what is your morals, what is your principle, and what is the ethics in which you operate your life in. Because all that shows up and it all counts, and it's all a part of your life building. So when you get to the one signifies the foundation, the foundational importance of aligning your life vision with your core values, morals, and ethics. Would you agree? It's the starting point for building a life that encompasses well-being and prosperity in all aspects. And we like that, don't we? We would like to have a comprehensive well-being, and we all would enjoy living prosperous lives in every aspect of our life, right? So that's what number one signifies. So we eliminate negativity, anything that can hinder us, debt, poor nutrition, all that stuff. We're going to take care of that. So we're eliminating all the negative things. Then we're going to look at the significance of how our lives, how our core values, morals, and ethics align with building the life, the well-being life and prosperous life that we want to live, right? There's parts, there's steps to this, there's levels, believe me. So don't worry. You're not going to get it all at one time. And when you start out, you might have, it takes at least 28 days to change a habit, but really, to really have it down pat and make it become a part of you, I would say do it for at least 90 days or more. That way you know that it's now a part of you, it's now become a habit, it's a part of your everyday life. So it's a no-brainer, it's going to get done. So when you look at the square root of 5, this symbolizes the multifaceted nature of life. And we talk about how life be life, right? Because life be life for real. This, including its challenges and opportunities. Because sometimes opportunities don't always come without some type of challenge. It's going to challenge you in discipline. It's going to challenge you in the time that you spend. It's going to challenge you in the energy and efforts that you put towards it, and your patience and endurance, your strong-willed and determination to carry it and see it through. So the square root of 5 is the nature of including these challenges within the opportunities that may come along, or that you're already a part of, but you may already know that, right? You may already be, living your best life and see that life is life and then challenges come up. But how do you navigate through them, right? Your morals, values, and ethics serve as a guiding principle, helping you navigate this complexity while staying true to your life vision. Not always as easy as it says, right? But it can become easy once you learn how to adapt and implement your coping skills through life challenges. How do you push yourself when you really don't want to push yourself, when you really don't want to do what you got to do? On those days that you may not want to face the world, but you know that if you don't go face the world, it's a strong possibility a bill or something ain't gonna get paid, right? Or if you're out on leave, you got not only are dealing with whatever catastrophic situation is in your life or whatever is causing you this burden. Now you're worried and waiting for for money to start flowing, because money stops, then it takes a little bit for it to flow again. So knowing that life is going to come with challenges and opportunities are going to come with challenges, you really have to really hone in on your morals, values, and ethics, because that's what's really going to hold you down. That's going to be the glue to keep you together, to keep your mind together, and get you moving in the fashion in which you need to move, whether you feel like it or not, believe it or not. I've been there, done that. You put a smile on, you just go, you know? If it's too heavy for you, remove yourself. There's nothing wrong with saying today, I can't do this today. I can't do life today. I think I seen a meme on Facebook said adulting is hard. Nobody knows how to do it. Like we're all trying to figure it out. So don't feel bad. We're all adulting. It doesn't feel good all the time. And yes, we're all trying to figure it out. So you're not alone. So don't feel alone. We are here to walk with you and hold your hand as you are going through these challenges in your life. Having the right support systems, surrounding yourself with the right people with positive like minds helps tremendously. Because you can't give in to your circumstances and those situations. That's what we're not going to do. We're good whenever a situation comes up. Listen, I am the problem solver. We is not dealing with no problems. I don't like problems. I don't like them. But problems come. It don't matter whether I like them or not. I still get them, but I have to figure it out. See, just like this equation right here. This is why this equation is a part of my life, because I know that if no matter what challenge comes my way, these are the processes that I need to take. I have to eliminate the negativity. I have to figure out what's going to be my starting point and commit to that starting point and make sure that I get done what I need to get done in order to set things right. Then I have to accept the fact that I am powerless over life. I am powerless over how life be lifing. The things that I am powerful over is how I respond, how I react, and the action steps that I take in that moment. That's what I'm responsible for. And then I have to make sure that it's balanced and aligned with my core values, principles, ethics, and morals, right? So I know that because we solved the equation, but if I follow all these steps correctly and I do everything, I take my time to really sit down and work out the thing, that I'm going to move myself 1.6181 steps. Ooh, I'm going to get over the hurdle, right? So that's what I want to teach you how to do too. But it's kind of hard when you don't have a real student. Oh well, so I'll be my own student too at the same time. But if you want to join me, come on over. I'm bursting to wait to tell somebody, like to help somebody do something, because it's so exciting to see you come in one way, and by the time we're finished within a year, you're going to be a totally different person. You're probably going to be a totally different person within 6 months. So, but that's the joy of loving what you do. So, we know that we're at the square root of 5. So now we're going to be looking at this divided by 2, because we got to break this equation down. But that's how life happens. Sometimes we got to break the situation down. We have a vision for our life. We are here. We want to get over there, but there's a gap in between here and there. And what's in the gap that's keeping us from there? Sometimes it's us. sometimes we are in our own way. And I can honestly admit that there's several times that I have been in my own way, and God has shown me several lessons to get out of my way. Because he don't need my help in every area. And guess what? Some of them areas I was trying to be in, I really ain't had no business being over there. So, oh well, that's probably why it didn't work out. So you gotta think about it. You weigh it, right? The yin and the yang. So dividing by two. This step emphasizes balance, both in financial matters and well-being. It means pursuing your goals for health and wealth while maintaining ethical practices. Balance is crucial to avoid the pitfalls of poor money management and excessive debt. That's why we have you do your full assessment in the beginning. We want you to know where you stand. What is your total assets? What is your total liabilities? And what is your net worth, right? Because when you have a full picture of where you are financially, you're thinking of your life vision of where you are now, but where you would like to be. And sometimes those steps that we have to take, they be some pretty deep steps, depending upon what it is that you have on you as far as debt. So I want to get a little bit more deeper into that by giving a little bit more realistic examples that I know people suffer from. Maybe not everyone, but some people do. If you put yourself in a situation where you are getting arrested or getting fines, or you do something, you make a driving violation, that's a ticket, that's fines, that's possible license suspension, that's possible surcharges, or if you get yourself in a little pickle and you end up incarcerated, now that's really a financial hardship, because now the family has to figure out an attorney and where the money's going to come from for the attorney if you did not save up the money for the attorney. And then how long it's going to take to fight the case? Do we have enough money to pay the attorney for the length of the case? And how will you fare out for the case? Will you be doing time, or will you be getting out on your own recognizances and have to do probation or some courses or whatever? All this stuff can encumbrance and make a bad situation. If you're already struggling, then you're doing all these things that's piling on more excess debt that you already don't have the funds for. So as you're trying to dig yourself out this hole, and say you might have had your own place, but due to life situations or something that may have come, you end up losing your place. So now you don't have a place to live. You got these fines, you got charges, you got to try to get your license and stuff back together. Like you're going to be rebuilding your life. And this is some real life situations I'm talking about. And I don't mean to sound like I'm better than nobody, but I'm not, because I know that if it was not for taking the time and looking at living my life by this equation and knowing of the process of shedding anything negative, getting a fresh start and making a commitment to it, knowing the complexity of life and the balance and alignment of it, making the right choices, making the right decisions. It all boils down to the decisions that we make. And sometimes you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time and just happen to get caught up. That's true too, because good things do happen to bad people. So, what is going on? Hold on. Okay, I think that's what that scares me. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We had a little, that thing scares me sometimes. It's so weird how things happen. I'll tell you, since the loss of my son, some being in the house is a little different now. Sometimes things happen and I'll be like, man, is that you? Don't be playing around with the mouth, because you know I don't play them kind of games. I love you. Just come to me straight, please. Don't be doing weird stuff in the house, because I don't like that. Anyway, what I'm saying is that it's all about the decisions that you make, the decisions that you govern your life by. And on Wednesday we talked about governing thyself. taking responsibility for our own being, our own life situations, our own circumstances. Because at the end of the day, our life is serious business. Nobody can live your life but you. And only you're not gonna do what someone else tells you to do for your life. You're gonna do what you want to do for your life. Just like everybody else. But if what you're doing is piling up, okay, I'm gonna do it like this because I'm a Libra. I'm a scales girl. So if you're living a life and this is alignment and balance, this is how we are. But if you got one side going like this and this side's going up and one side's getting heavier, it's an imbalance in life, right? So it's a little harder to come up and get things off when you let it pile up for a period of time. And that's what most of us do. We'll get in situations, we don't have the money, we don't even try to figure it out, or if we do try to figure it out, we'll start paying it down and then find something else to come up and then we can't pay that. So now we're not only paying what we owe, we're paying interest and we are paying surcharges and any other fees that may go along with anything that's late and when it comes to monetary things as far as when it comes to debt. So I want you to make the best decisions, even down to your mortgage and all that stuff, because you can get yourself in a good situation to become a first-time home buyer, get your home, do everything that you need to do. And we all know that buying a home is a course in itself. Knowing what to look for in a home, sitting down and writing down exactly what you want, because there are times that when you go out for a home, unless you're building it from the ground up, if you're not building it from the ground up, there's a possibility that you're going to have to compromise on some of the amenities that you want for the property that you wish to purchase as a home. And then once you purchase that home, which we all do, because I did it too, got my credit score to the point of where my credit was approval enough to get the loan. Got the loan. Then after you move in, then you need money to decorate, to put the window fixtures up and all that, to put furniture. So you have to really like hone in on your finances to do these kind of things. Because you could start out with a decent credit score, and then after you buy the home, your credit could drop a couple points, probably a lot of points. And then how do you start to rebuild that? And then if you have other things going on in the mix, I'm just saying, these are just real life situations that I'm thinking of in the top of my head, of some things that are possibilities or real life situations that happen to us. We be on top, and then the next thing you know, you on the side. So we really have to really pay attention to the pitfalls and make sure that we're managing our money in a proper manner and not incurring excessive debt. Who is guilty of? I'm raising my hand because I'm guilty. And I ain't even asked the question yet, but I know I'm guilty. All right. Who's guilty of? You are doing well. You're paying your bills on time. You're doing everything that you need to do. You're making sure where funds need to go, they're going. But then you have this thought, I'm tired of paying all. I'm gonna steal a little bit from me. Then you steal a little bit for you. But you know when you steal that little bit for you, that it's gonna put you in a little hole, because that money that you stole for you really was allocated for something else. But you must reward yourself along the way. So you have to figure out the amount of the reward that you're gonna give yourself without cutting your nose off to spite your face. So you want to really make sure that you're looking at how you're managing your money. Make sure how you're managing your money is going to align with your morals, values, principles, and ethics. They're going to align with the core values. If you are a spender, when you get money, it's going to fly. It's going to go out of your hands because that's what you like to do. You like to spend. You're not thinking about saving. If you are a saver, you're going to want to save more, and you're not going to want to spend. You're probably not even going to want to spend to save money, to spend money on yourself. That's how serious it gets sometimes. But that's why we have to make sure that we represent the balance and the alignment, right? So let's elaborate a little further in the pursuit of fulfilling life, in the pursuit of a fulfilling life, it's vital to incorporate your health and wealth building principles. This includes a strong foundation in morals, values, and ethics that drive your actions. Imagine your life vision as a compass guiding you through the intricacies of existence. So, what is your compass reading? Debt, poor money management, and lack of investments can be stumbling blocks. High levels of debt can restrict your financial growth. It can hinder your wealth building and compromise your overall well-being. Effective money management and investment strategies align with the principles of dividing by two, balance and alignment, finding equilibrium between your financial aspirations and ethical responsibility. Proper nutrition is also a cornerstone. It not only adds vitality to life, but is intrinsic to the vitality of life itself. Nourishing your body with the right nutrients enhances physical and mental well-being, empowering you to pursue your life vision with vigor. In essence, the equation serves as a guiding philosophy. It reminds us that achieving our life goals involves not only setting the right financial objectives, but also nurturing our physical and mental health, all within the framework of our core values and morals and ethics. So, as you are working on that, I want you to go back again. If you have not done it already, if this is your first time seeing me or hearing me, hi, I'm Tia Rogers. How you doing? Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you like, subscribe, and yeah, what is it? Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you do all of it. But welcome here. We're working on becoming better in life and business. We're handling our own life business here. So now we're wrapping up. If you missed anything, if you're joining late, go back and watch the replay and take some nuggets away. Your assignment is to go back over and do your self-assessment. I want you to assess where you are in every aspect of your life. I want you to look at your family members as well as your partner, because that's important. You need to do some sort of assessment on them as well, because if they're going to be a part of your life, a part of your vision, a part of your legacy, a part of the new entity or the new journey that you're embarking on for 2024, everybody has to be in alignment. We all got to be on the same page. It has to be some kind of way we work it out, and don't worry if they're not too keen to join you. That's not important. Right now, we're focusing on you, but we need to know who everybody else is and where they stand as well, while we're getting ready to build this goal for ourselves. I want you to write down your goals for 2024. What is it that you wish to accomplish? I know you're here today. I want you to write down where you are today, right? With everything that you got going on today. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you being? Where are you at right now today? Then I want you to make another column and write where you want to be in 2024. Okay? And that can be mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, health-wise, and relationships-wise. Wherever it is that where you want to become better, you got to write it down. I need you to write it down so that you can get a clear picture on it. And if you would like to schedule an appointment so we can have a one-on-one, 15-minute session to kind of strategize and see what's going on with you and what's best for you. What are you thinking of? How we can kind of get you started into your plans for 2024. Feel free. You can reach me. You can schedule an appointment on the calendar link. I think I'll put it um, in the description, so you guys will be able to access it there. But should you want to schedule an appointment, you can go to calendly.com/Tamise, and that's TAMMISE for, no, it's Tammy's 15. So it's Tammy's 15, but I'm gonna make sure I put the link in, because sometimes I get all these links confused sometimes. But if you would like to have a one-on-one, like just to find out what's going on, everybody should, to see if we're a good fit, if we can work together and kind of help move you towards your goals, a little faster and get you there quicker. Just by dialoguing and sharing some of the principles and steps that I've learned along the way. Because it helps, but it requires some discipline. It requires you to do the assessment. So when you schedule your 15-minute, please come ready. Please come with your assignments. Please come with your assessment so we can kind of review that, and kind of get a clear picture as to where you are and where we want to go, so that we can begin to start mapping out these steps. It helps a lot. So I've given you your assignment. We know that in essence, the equation serves as a guiding philosophy. So what is your life philosophy? What are your morals, values, principles, and ethics in which you operate your life from? And are they in alignment with where you're going for 2024? And if you are heavier on debt, I always say, handle the crisis first. Deal with your crisis and then build towards where you're going. It's going to take you a little longer. I don't know. You might have got in line with me. I got in a long line too. I didn't get in the shortcut line. I'm sorry. But if you're in a long line, you're in good company. Come on. I know the drill. So don't feel bad. So it's important that we take care of our physical as well as mental health during this time of our framework, and all of that is tied to our core values, morals, and ethics in which we operate our life in. Nothing that we do in life has not been done before, because from what I understand, there's nothing new underneath the sun. Even the Bible says it. The Bible says there's nothing new underneath the sun. What is being done has been done already. So does that mean that others are a success and that you have the opportunity and the chance to make your life a success? You do. Congratulations. It's not over. It ain't over till the fat lady sing. It ain't over till we 6 feet under. And if you woke up this morning and you got breath in your body, it ain't over. So you gotta fight. You gotta fight for you. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna fight harder for you than you. So homework assignment. Do your full assessment. What is your skills? What skills do you have? Do you have a team? Do you have an organization? Would you like one? What is your income goals for 2024? And do your self-assessment. Go over and do a full assessment of your whole entire life. Assess your family, people that are connected to you, directly connected to you. Do an assessment. Are they team players? Are they ready and willing to put in the work and the grind like you are to help the family reach the goals and achieve what you need to achieve? Or are they over here saying it's up to you? You know, they might want to watch you do it first to see how long you stick to it, to see if you true blue to this. Because everybody don't be jumping on the bandwagon when, oh, this is what I want to do. Yeah, they be like, go ahead, baby. We support you, but don't invite me to come. I'm not coming. So don't feel bad about that, because it's not about you. This is your life business. Your life business. So what do you want for your life? What is your life vision? What is your morals, values, ethics, and codes, ethics, morals, values, ethics, and principles that you govern your life by? Because we govern ourselves, right? Govern thyself. We're taking responsibility for our lives in 2024. We're not leaving it up to nobody else. We're not going to blame nobody for what we don't have. We're not going to sit and pout and get mad because we in a situation that we kind of got ourselves in and we don't quite know how to get it out, because sometimes guess what? Closed mouths don't get fed. You gotta open your mouth and let somebody know that you're hurting. For real, for real. And they might be able to help you and they might not be able to help you. They might be able to help you in other areas, maybe not monetary, but they might be a listening ear. They might be support. They might can offer a sofa, or you can come and stay the night at their house or something. It's all kind of ways to do it. Like I'm old school. We did it all. We did the whole group single mom shopping. One of us had a car, so that one car got a lot of kids fed and a lot of moms to the grocery store. We got sometimes overpacked the car. Had to send some groceries on some kids, but they were happy to be sat on by the groceries because they know they was gonna eat them. So there's all different ways to work it out, especially being a single mom. I was a single mom raising two children, and there's nothing like the single moms club, okay? We got each other's back no matter what. We're not fighting with each other. We don't always agree. We don't always see eye to eye. We don't always um, have the same mannerisms or style in parenting, but our morals, values, principles, and ethics are in alignment. They are in alignment to our mission, our goal. And at the time, our mission and goal was to raise these children up to be healthy, productive citizens and not be too much trouble. And hopefully become successful adults. And thank you, Jesus. Woo, it was hard, but we did it. It was hard, it was challenging, it didn't come without challenges, but we were able to do it. But teamwork makes the dream work. It depends who you link yourself with, who you partner with, whether they're a good partner or not. You know what I mean? All that plays a part in your success. It's going to also play a part in your health, your mental health, and your well-being, as well as your finances. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. So I hope that you got your assignment for today, so that you can get that done. And we'll see each other on, today's Thursday, right? Grateful Thursday. So we'll see each other on Friday when it's time to get down with the get down and do what it do. So with that being said, have a wonderful, blessed, amazing week, guys. It was an honor to come to you and share this information. I hope it's helpful for you. I hope you do work out and do the assignments, because if you don't, it only works if you work it. If you just listen to me and don't really write down and do the steps that you need to take, you're gonna miss out. And then you're gonna be wondering why, like cycles, things are repeating in your life, and that could be why. It's time to start fresh. It's time to start and live up to that commitment. It's time to take responsibility for our own lives today and make sure that it's the best life that we can live. So with that being said, as I always say, you're born a winner from the time you were conceived in your mother's womb. You're born with all that you need to make your life a success. So go out here, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful, blessed, amazing week, and be successful. You're already successful. I believe in you, and I know that you can do it. I'll see you on Friday. Have a blessed day.
In the Lord's Day. Good morning. God woke us up. Thank God for wake up and see another day. Giving us our limbs and mobility to move around despite all that is going on around us. I titled this Growing, Learning, and Healing, as I'm beginning a new series of the process. I'm just bringing me to you, so we can kind of get to know each other a little better and to understand a little bit about my process and my journey of how I got here and what's going on while I'm here. How about that? I'm gonna turn the air on, but
I was someone, needed someone, wasn't getting over you. Satisfied, but I'm over your mind, and I know what you're feeling. What you feel, I'ma take it for a ride. Let me take it off your mind, 'cause you know it's pleasing. And I move, and I move, and I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I yeah. I guess they're trying to make it me taking night, but they can it's all about you, 'cause yeah. I let you show, don't let you in on my life. I tell you the things that you need to know. I know you like that. I know you need that. The way you're moving your body, don't need your feedback. I know it makes sense. Don't know I play pretend. I get that. Please,